back. Let me get this next match set up. It's gonna be somebody versus somebody else. Rojac versus Jacobo. So number 24 and number 25. We're gonna just watch the jank right here. We're watching jank. It's fine. You guys will live. $24 and 25. Right? Okay. Then we need to get rid of the D on the screen. Then I need to change the oh yeah, oh crap. There's that and that. This is all very complicated, guys. Okay. So, player 1 is number 24. Get rid of Somalian here. Goodbye, buddy. Camera 24. Somalian. Bye-bye. Game 2's 25. Torja, see you later, bud. All right. All right, gotta fix our cams up a little here. Fixing our cams. We're getting it done. We're doing what we gotta do. Jacobo here. Yeah, probably because I played the Trout Symphony at the beginning. I think that's why. Ruining YouTube. All right, player 1. Rojac. All right. Oh my God, beard. Beards aplenty here. Tetris beard match. Oh, this is reversed. Let's unreverse you, shall we? Oh, whoops. Now you're upside down. That's not the right way to do that. Flip horizontal. There we go. We're on Twitch and not on YouTube? What do you mean? Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yes, I understand. I understand what you're saying. Okay. Rorschach, make sure you've got your Hertz and input display turned on. And I'm just going to need a moment away. I'll be right back, and then we'll try to get this started. No, you didn't miss the time. You're right on time, buddy. All right, I just need to use a quick 90 seconds. Greetings, Tetris citizens. We are back with the orange bracket. We'll show you what is going to happen right now. It's going to be the bottom half of this orange preliminary bracket. Bald Shaggy, a.k.a. Rojac. That's about as good as I'm going to do on pronunciation. Versus Thirsty Jacobo. Or Thirsty Jacobo. I'm going to say Jacobo. I've been saying Jacobo for years. That's what I'm going to say, I guess, unless someone tells me otherwise. But anyway, Rojac versus Jacobo. The winner takes on MYLES. And all this is going to lead to later in the month a match up against Tristop. So Shaggy versus Jacobo. Winner takes on MYLES. That's what we're doing right now. And we'll briefly just tell you the rules that you need to know. Players, we are starting at level 18. We will be using same piece sets. We will be re-rolling them in between each game of the match. No incrementing. Hertz and input display turned on. Do actually play DAS, guys. This is actually a DAS tournament. If you want to play in a DAS tournament, this is that tournament. If you don't want to play in a actual DAS tournament, there are other tournaments you can play in, but this is a DAS tournament. Best of 5 throughout. The winner gets absolutely something, and that is a share in a prize pool, which stands at $656.22. Thanks to those of you who have contributed big chunks there, and the big chunks have come from Scott Gray, 76, Scamando, Arbaro, Cute Pup Jesus, Rogue Potato Buduk, Abby Normal, Solar Kiri, Nick Poirier, and Whoops. Thank you. If you want to contribute to the prize pool and encourage players to keep playing in these events, then you can do it. Use the Matcherino command on Twitch or YouTube. If you're watching live, the second link is one for DAS Masters, or you can go to go.ctm.gg/DAS prize. If we get to $1,200 in the prize pool, we will pay our top 8 instead of just the top 4. Also want to thank our patrons for keeping this channel alive, including Scott Gray 76, K9 watching Tetris, Tacnorus, Corporals, Radio 1 shall be satisfied, Troy Dan, Kim, MJ in the window, Rogue Potato Baduk, and CatKit 91. Also our sticker and double sticker club level members and our community level members. Patreon.com/monthly Tetris if you want to give ongoing regular support to the channel. Okay, let's get on over to this whole thing. See how fast I could do that opening if I want to. The opening takes a long time because I'm waiting for usually like people to show up, you know, get good engagement in the chat. See how this all works? All right. So, players, we are going to go ahead and give you some pieces. The pieces are 8B DF98, 8B DF98. If we could get a pin, a moderator to pin the seed, that would be very nice. All right, we're only starting 14 minutes late. That's fine. All right, both players 8B DF98. Okay. Rojac versus Jacobo. Let's get them started here in game number 1 in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. We got 2 players here making their debut in Classic Tetris Monthly DAS Masters. Starting off with the O, S, and the J. So they've got the same pieces. Yes, both players making their debut here in DAS Masters. On the left side, out of Poland, seed number 24, it is Rojac with a Rorschach. Sounds like Horseshack from the show Welcome Back, Kotter, but you guys are too young to know what that is. All right, anyway, yes, out of Poland with a PB of 1.14 million. And, oh no, an early top out for Rorschach. That is going to do it for game 1. Jacobo, you are good in game number 1, and DAS do be like that sometimes. So, Jacobo, you are going to get a early Valentine's Day gift from Rorschach. Oh, no. All right. That's game 1. All right, we're speed running this now. See, now we're on time. Rorschach knows the assignment. Now, we are totally on time. Perfectly good. All right. Let's get these players some new pieces See, the tradition of not letting me get through the intro continues, and I don't even have a robust intro for this one. I don't have a lot of info about either of these players, to be honest. All right, so in chat, if you want to provide me talking points for Rorschach and Jacobo, unfortunately, my prep for this stream was a little abbreviated. So if you want to provide me some facts, online facts about Rorschach and Jacobo, go ahead. All right, looks like both players are ready. 94092D. Game number 2. Let's get them started. Those competitive jitters maybe getting the best of Rorschach in game 1. Let's see what happens in game 2. And 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Starting off with the ZZJ. Anyway, let's go ahead and... all right, they are started now. Chat telling me Douji K says, or Douji Ka, I'm not going to say Douji Ka. Douji tells me that Rorschach got 3rd place in CTWC Poland in 2023. There's a pretty robust classic Tetris scene in Poland, so I'm told. Douji K, Rorschach, Adam Mountains, Chris Forrest. Chris Forrest still active? All right, Rorschach doing much better this time. 69,000 for him, 91,000 for Jacobo. On the right side is Jacobo, seed number 25 out of the USA, longtime member of the classic Tetris community. Played in a million things. Oh, whoops. Made it out last year to CTWC Washington. Jacobo did. Played matches against Mr. Valor, Vince, and Biggie Mac. Amazing. Yeah, get out to these live events, guys. You know, life is short. If you got a live event near you, it's a super fun time. Get out to these live events. 167 here for Jacobo. Tetris for Rorschach, 171. We are super close in lines and score. He is not Adam Mountains. True. There's a Tetris Rorschach, 218, 219 for Jacobo. Jacobo played in bronze bracket at CTWC in 2024, silver bracket 2023, silver bracket in 2022. Jacobo made it to the finals of that CTWC Washington qualifier in 2024 against Biggie Mac. $292 for Jacobo, $290 for Rorschach. So we got a close one here in game number 2. Rorschach did play in the CTWC DAS tournament in Cologne, Germany in 2023. An unfortunate first round pairing against Tugi in round 1. 383 for Rorschach, 388 for Jacobo. Tugi, of course, cracked 1.3 DAS player. Oh, how could I forget in Poland when I was listing off players from Poland? Mielczuk, right? People hate it when I say it that way. Rojac did play in 2023 CTWC in the silver bracket. That's cool. Coming out to the United States. 440 here for Jacobo. 459 for Rojac. I like saying meal chuck, but people don't like it. Tetris for Jacobo, 487, 482 for Rojac. So much better game number 2. Big scores. All right, there's a triple down the right side for Jacobo. Board getting a little scuzzy there, so Jacobo trying to keep that board in order. All right, good. Filling out that right side so he's got some material to burn against on the left. Keep the stack low. Oh, that's kind of a really crappy S piece, but opens up that right side just in time to enter 19 Tetris, 546 Jacobo, 579 for Rojac. So good paces here in game number 2. Oh, Rojac also co-commentated CTWC 2023 live on the Polish CTWC channel. Look at that. We're learning. All right, board starting to climb for both of these players. Jacobo loses dash, gets a long bar to the right side, so this might still be survivable. Jacobo bringing this down. Might very well just survive that. And it looks like Jacobo's going to survive. He's still low here on 19, but I thought Jacobo was going to top out here. 565. He's still alive. Trying to work this into a Tetris well. Rorschach's board starting to climb a little bit. Oh, that L to the left doesn't get over there. That's going to be a top out. There is a target for Jacobo. 642. So 642 is the target for Jacobo. Rojac sits and watches, waits. A S-spin and, oh, no, yeah, I did not have dash to get that bar over to the right. Didn't even try. So now, long bar gets, oh, it doesn't have dash again. So he's got to reestablish dash, find another long bar, gets a bar over for 610. Can he find 32,000 points somehow out of this board? He's already had one great survival stretch here. Trying to bring this down. 617 needs to get to 642. There's a double 620. Oh my word. There's a double, another double. He's bringing it down. He's got plenty of time. He does not have to rush this at all. Another double. Oh my word. Oh my goodness. Setting up here for the Tetris and gets it. Jacobo is going to take that one. I thought he was done. I'm not even lying. I don't know where that 15 hertz came from, but try not to worry about that. I don't know what that was, but that's all right. But that was great survival. Oh my word. Oh my word. I thought he was cooked like a couple times. I mean, the survival again, the patience to just bring this down, and knew, and he did not have dash a couple times with those long bars, and so he could have ended his game if he had just, sometimes you don't have dash and you're like, maybe I really do, and you try to push it over, you hang a piece on the right side. That happened. Like, I would fall for that every time. Jacobo did not have the patience to wait it out, and oh my word. I don't know the last time I've seen such an impressive, exciting comeback. That's crazy. So Jacobo is going to take game number 2. Is hyper tapping required for high levels? Yeah, it is. This is a DAS tournament, so this is the old school play style. All right, let's go ahead and get. I mean, I am floored. I mean, what a game. All right, I'm going to give these players their pieces. I'm just like, my brain is broken. Yeah, high level play, hyper tap. Actually, rolling is the new thing. It's a form of hyper tapping that uses multiple fingers, basically wrapping the back of the controller faster than hyper tapping. Look it up on YouTube. Look up rolling Tetris. You'll find a lot. Oh my word! I'm still aghast. Not aghast, but whatever the positive. I'm still awed. Right? My jaw is on the floor. That's wild. All right, let's make sure both players are on seed 5E4D94. 5E4D94. Both players are there. It's game number 3. Rojac up against it. Trying to hold off Jacobo. Let's get him started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Wow. I'm just floored. That was very, very impressive on multiple levels. Just the DAS awareness, you know, not to get baited by those long bars. Happens all the time if you're a DAS player. I'm sure you know the feeling, especially if you're not a good DAS player, you know, if you're like me and you're bad. And you see, you know, you got that open well, you see those bars coming. In the back of your mind, you kind of know you don't have DAS, but you're going to hope against hope anyway, and then you inevitably end up hanging the bar. Jacobo did not do that. He said, I do not have DAS. I'm not going to try and get it over. I know I'm going to hang it. I'm going to dead drop these bars or stick them in the middle. And just the DAS awareness pays off in that one. So impressive. 52,000 here for Jacobo, 72,000 for Rojac. Sarelli says, I feel so called out. Danny Cox says, I know the feeling. Yeah, right? I mean, if you're not a good DAS player, that happens to you all the time. But if you're a good DAS player, I mean, you know how to fight against it, right? My word. So impressive. I did that multiple times. Yeah, I don't know where the stream is on YouTube. It's somewhere. I don't know what it's streaming to. I ended that stream. I don't know. It's somewhere. We'll find it. It's fine. Hopefully people will find us on YouTube. I don't know where it is. YouTube stream setup is really messed up because you have to like create an event. You can't just start. I mean, you can just start, but I don't know. It's kind of messed up. Oh, here it is. All right, we found it. It's on its own thing. All right, 120 here for Jacobo, 135 for Rojac. Apple says, I wonder if the CTWC could benefit from a DAS bracket. Yeah, they do have one. It's called Jonas Cup. It's held now at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, where the World Championship used to be held. The CTWC World Championship is now held in Pasadena, California in like June. And so that freed up a spot at Portland. So they decided to put Jonas Cup there. And I'm not going to spoil it for you. You go watch that. It was an amazing event. I was there. One of my favorite all-time events. I did not play, of course. But I was there, and it was good. 274 for Rojac. 117 for Jacobo. So yeah, definitely go watch that. It should be on the CTWC YouTube channel. It's called Classic Tetris. on YouTube, and you just mute if you see like a if you see a I'm not gonna make fun of Kingsman. All right, I was about to make fun of Kingsman. I'm not gonna do it to a new person. Okay, I have a filter sometimes. I was gonna tell you to mute all the parts with the Kingsman, but I won't say that. 290 for Jacobo, 345 for Rorschach. Tetris Rorschach 392. I am saying it like the Rorschach test, which is not correct, but I'm not gonna. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna be able to say it right the whole time, so I'm doing my best, which is not that good. But yet, here we are. 416 Rorschach 320 for Jacobo. Yeah, definitely mute the parts where I'm there or Kingsman is there. Jacobo gets a little tuck there with the J piece to get Tetris ready. He gets Tetris 389. Am I going to CTWC Vandy? I assume yes. It's up in the air. You know, budgetary. Tetris Jacobo 459, 515 for Rorschach. $460 for Jacobo, $544 for Rorschach. Oh, kind of misdrop on that left side for the bar for Rorschach. That shouldn't slow him down too much. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to go. It is a budgetary issue. All you people with real jobs can afford to go to CTWC, but if Tetris is your job, then you can't afford to go. The irony, right? 574 for Rorschach here on 20. Trying to find a way to build out that left side. 547 Jacobo. Oh, all right. Tuck on the left side for Jacobo. Going to recover Das enough to get a piece over there, but Jacobo not going to survive here. Top out at 580. Rorschach is good at 652. So, Rorschach, you have won game number 3. New pieces incoming, guys. 0D46Z 0D46C0. EU Cannon with the raid party of 42. I don't know who EU Cannon is, but thank you for the raid. I'm not sure what were you doing over there in your channel there, EU Cannon. All right, I'm going over that channel. I want to see what was going on over there. All right, I see a cannon. That's good. All right, let's get this started, then I can check out. Oh, Modern Tetris Tournament. Got it. All right, Looks like both players are ready. We're going to check seeds. 0D46C0. Yes, players are on the same seed. They are ready. We're getting them started in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Anyway, welcome, Raiders. You are watching Classic Tetris Monthly Das Masters, the highest level DAS tournament for Classic Tetris Monthly. If you are a Tetris person, you know what DAS is. Well, DAS is also the name of a play style in Classic Tetris. It is contrasted to hyper tapping and rolling. It means the traditional press and hold play style that predominated Tetris, Classic Tetris, since it was released and into its competitive era from 2010 to about 2018, where it was supplanted by hyper tapping and now by rolling. But these players are playing sort of the OG play style, hyper tapping not allowed. It is just press and hold. Like the old days, like the great champions of old, like Jonas and Harry Hong and all those guys. So we keep that play style alive here in Classic Tetris Monthly Das Masters. We also have an open tournament, open play style tournament that's been running for over 7 years, called the Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event. And that is the highest level online tournament that exists with huge prize pools, multiple thousands of dollars a month given away in prizes provided by our community. So thanks for hanging out. Appreciate your being here. If you decide to stick around, we are playing NES Tetris. That's Nintendo, the NES version of Tetris. And players are playing on, at least these two players are playing on original hardware on a special tournament version of the cartridge. And has been modified and hacked by the community. Rojac in trouble here at 132. Longbear gets over to the right. And that's going to be a top out. Rojac at 132. Jacobo, you are good. And you'll be moving on to round number 2. Rojac, listen, it was your debut. You've come in here. You played well. You represented your nation well. And I hope to see you again here in future Das Masters tournaments. It is Jacobo who will be moving on. GG's Rojac. GG's Jacobo. We have another match coming up. The winner of this plays against MYLES the Great. The great social media superstar. I don't know what's going to happen now. TikTok. MYLES. I don't know. He's on the street now. All right. Let's go ahead. Yeah, both players topping out. Let's give Jacobo the 3 just for the ceremony of it. There it is. All right, we'll be right back. We'll go ahead and set up our next match. It's going to be Jacobo versus MYLES. We'll run a quick ad. And we will... Well, I guess we're not running it out on the YouTube because of that. All right. You were very nervous. Yeah, it is challenging. All right, you want to see the live jank on air? We'll do the jank live, right? We're changing the rounds. We're going to change nameplate to MYLES. What are you, number 9? MYLES is number 9. Changing the scores back. You get to watch the live stream jank. That's a little bonus of watching live. You get to see all the jank. We're going to switch out the cams here. Goodbye, Rojac. Why is 9 peak? Should be MYLES. All right. MYLES, are you live? MYLES is live. Okay. Get that camera going on MYLES' side. All right, here's MYLES looking normal. There he is. That's basically normal MYLES. Wide MYLES. That's MYLES. Listen, don't body shame MYLES. He's working on it, okay? All right, we'll get him going. All right, Miles, make sure you do put on your hertz and input displays when you get a chance. All right, players, pieces are here. E3278D. E3278D. Sorry, I had a coughing fit. My apologies. Still getting over illness here. All right, looks like both players are good. All right, Miles and Jacobo in round 2. E3278D. Both players are on seed. Both players are ready. I'm ready. You're ready. Everybody's ready. Let's get them started. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Classic Tetris Monthly Das Masters Orange Bracket Round 2 for February 2025. Starting off with OZS. On the left side, it is Miles, seed number 9, with a DAS PB of 1.21. That's good for 49th on the overall PB list. But, you know, you go up 10,000 and all of a sudden you've leapt up 10, spots. So DAS PB, rank list, doesn't really tell you a lot. Miles, of course, known as, well, I don't know, Tetris social media superstar. I don't know. Miles' future in doubt here. Twitter, TikTok hangs in the balance. What is Miles going to do? Hope he's got backup plans. But certainly is the most followed classic Tetris content creator. Like 200,000 followers on TikTok. Miles is, a longtime member of the classic Tetris community. Recently finished second in Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event against Blue Scooty in October 2024. Second in that Stillwater Showdown in October 2024 against Blue Scooty. Second in Classic Tetris League Season 26 against Blue Scooty. And second at the Lone Star Championship in 2024 against Blue Scooty. Man, we just need a tournament without Blue Scooty in it, which is exactly what we've got here. Blue Scooty not playing this month, so Miles has a chance. 153 for Miles, 177 for Jacobo. Miles also finished second a couple more times in CTM against Doge, the Doge month in March 2023, and also Alex T's first ever CTM Masters event victory in December 2021. That was against Miles. Miles was the winner of the CTWC Desert Qualifier in 2022. Also won an early season of Classic Tetris Brawl. And, CTB Winter Games was won by Miles the Great. Look at that. 187 here for Miles, 250 for Jacobo. On the left side, it is Jacobo. C number 25 out of the USA, a PB, DAS PB of 1.15 million. Don't know where that is on the leaderboard because I don't think Jacobo has updated the leaderboard, the DAS PB leaderboard. That's fine. But Jacobo did play in the bronze bracket in CTWC in 2024. Played in the silver bracket in 2023. Miles tops out while I'm trying to get through the introductions. So it is a tradition that players they top out when I'm going through my introductions. And Miles has topped out and Jacobo is good in game number 1. I thought of any match. This match would allow me to get through the introductions, and yet the player is conspiring against me here. And Jacobo was going to go up 1-0 here in this match. So let's get these players some new pieces. Early top out here for Miles. It happens. 936E18. So Jacobo, the beneficiary of a couple of game 1 early top outs in both of these matches. New pieces 936E18. All right, looks like both players are ready. 936E18. Game number 2. 3-2-1 Tetris. And as I was saying, Jacobo played bronze in 2024, silver 2023. Played in the Washington CTWC Regional and came in second to Biggie Mac in that event. Also played in silver bracket in 2022 CTWC. And also played in Jonas Cup in 2024. And played against the legend, the world record holder, Mega Retro Man. Oh, wait, what? Oh, edit that part out. Tetris Miles, 74,000, 75,000 Jacobo. I didn't say that. What? Very controversial. All right, Miles here is 80,000, 78,000 for Jacobo. There's Tetris Miles, 108, 103 Jacobo. Miles with a Tetris takes a lead. Jacobo still burning a little bit. Don't stay tuned. If you're on YouTube, be aware that there is another stream today. It's going to be a Faster Masters stream. This is the faster version of our Masters event that we're doing for February. And that's coming up right now it's noon in Texas. That stream will be at 1 o'clock. So in 1 hour, another couple of preliminary matches from Faster Masters 118 Jacobo, 183 for MYLES. I know there are people on both sides of the Mega Retro Man debate. I don't really know what to think. It's hard 100% to know. $233 MYLES, 145 for Jacobo. Tetris MYLES, 256. So about a 60,000 point lead for MYLES right now. There's a Tetris, 280. Jacobo, good clean board, waiting for the bar. Column 10, Tetris well set up, waiting. We've seen some great survival already in this broadcast for Jacobo against Rojac. There's a skimming of Tetris for Jacobo. There's a Tetris for MYLES, 304. So MYLES up by about 80,000 points. We will hit level 19 at 130 lines. The speed will increase by 50%. Right now, level 18. Pieces are dropping one row every 3 frames on 19. One row every 2 frames. Of course, those of you from modern Tetris say, oh, this is so slow. I could play this in my sleep. Modern Tetris has, some things that make it easy for the players. You got multiple piece preview. You've got, that kind of delayed lock, right? When the piece lands. Here in Tetris, it's insta-lock. You got RNG where you can expect any given piece to happen at least once every 13, whatever pieces. Here, you can have droughts, a long bar drought of, dozens of pieces. You don't know when it's coming. 408 for MYLES, 303 for Jacobo. And it is fun. I think modern Tetris is super fun, very difficult. I could never play modern Tetris with any success whatsoever. But there's very few players who come over from modern Tetris, play classic Tetris, and end up as top players. Like, it doesn't happen a lot. MYLES is kind of one of those players because MYLES actually started playing Tetris 99. I don't know what his level was, but he did start out Tetris 99. Came over to classic Tetris and had a great amount of success. 484 MYLES, 395 Jacobo. All right, 508 transition into 19 for MYLES. The speed is increased. There's a Tetris for MYLES. 445 here for Jacobo on 19. There's a tuck, flat long bar placement, a skim setup, and Tetris for Jacobo. Also, modern Tetris, you get points for like a T-spin. You don't get points for anything but line clears in this one. So all these spins are really only of strategic value here in classic Tetris. You don't get extra points for them. So both games hard. Don't discount classic Tetris just because it looks slow. All right, Jacobo in a little bit of a bind here, and that is going to be a top out. Jacobo, MYLES going to get a game back in game number 2. This is a best of 5. The player with the 3 next to their name, that'll be the player who wins. All right, new pieces, and hopefully new paces for these players. MYLES says Tetris 99 was too easy, so I went to classic. Yep. Oh wait, no, that's wrong button. All right, here we go. Pieces are going to be 61A945, 61A945. So you can see the players putting their pieces in right there. There's Miles demonstrating how it works. The unique code gives you a unique set of pieces. There you go, Miles. Now both players have signaled ready. Let's check, make sure they're both on the same seed. It happens more often than you'd think that they are not. They are right now, and they are both ready. Miles and Jacobo, what was once a best of 5, now a virtual best of 3 in 3-2-1 Tetris. Evie is here. What's going on, Evie? Are we doing Sudoku? Are we doing diamond painting? Are we doing fruit ninja? Go watch Evie for, I don't know, Evie's got a fun stream. Both players on the board with a couple of Tetrises here. Evie might be the only person in this chat to appear in a video game as a character. Jacobo going to set up that T-spin, 115, 93,000 for Miles. When they come out with CTWC, the video game, I mean, Kingsman, of course, will be in there, right? If they can get the rights, you know, to his likeness. It shouldn't be that expensive. 138 here for Jacobo, 163 for Miles. Oh, Evie was doing Jeopardy. $190 for Miles, $191 for Jacobo. All right, Miles going to open up that right side well. Oh, the 5 below adjustment there for Miles on the left side. I still marvel how players are able to do that up that high and just maintain DAS and everything's fine. And I don't know. Just very impressive to me. 241 for Miles. There's one for Jacobo. 264. For both players, we are very close in lines and score. Tetris is on level 18, worth 22,800. And every subsequent level increase will increase the value of a Tetris by 1,200 points. We start off on level 18, 130 lines of that, 100 lines of 19 speed. And then the terminal speed increase for a DAS match, level 29. Happens at 230 lines. All right, Jacobo, long bar dependency in the middle of the stack. He's going to force him to burn a little bit here, waiting for the bar to fill it in. Gets it. Miles, 341, 321, Jacobo. As far as I can tell, Match Database says these players have never played against each other, so another matchagami. Miles in a little bit of a pickle. Is able to get that L over to the left to fill out the left a little bit. That L is really the hero of the left side of the board. 379 for Miles while he's trying to downstack here. Jacobo, 398. Gonna get that S spin. Set up that Tetris well. Skimming a Tetris for Jacobo, 422. Miles working this down. Lost a little bit of pace here. Is now back by about, I don't know, 55,000 points now from Jacobo. Oh, Miles got the pullback of that S piece. Has a dirty Tetris set up. If he can find a bar. There's the bar. There's the dirty for Miles, 415. Jacobo with a covered well. Uncovers it before the stack gets too high. And uncovers, down stacks a little, gets a Tetris, 476, 428 for Miles. One line to go until 19. He's going to transition in to 19 at 429. Jacobo, still 5 lines to go. Could get 2 more Tetrises before the 19 transition. Miles known primarily these days as a roller. Is number, I believe, 5 on the high score list with an 8.06 million. Tetris for Miles. That's all from memory. If that's wrong, then, you know. And I guess I'm an idiot. Okay, Tetris is being played between these two players. Miles is setting up in column 8. Gets a Tetris. He knows he's got some ground to make up. He's trying to do it right here. Oh, he's going to miss with that L piece. That's going to slow him down a little bit just as he was getting some momentum. Jacobo with a Tetris, 543, going to pull ahead again. And if you love Miles, as you know, of course we all do, there's more Miles to come. Oh, no, that right side for Miles. He's cooked. He cannot get a piece over to that right side. That's top out 517. Jacobo good in game number 3 and takes a 2-1 lead. All right, Jacobo, you are good. You're 1 win away from going to that top 16 out of the 25 seed. All right, new pieces being delivered to you, the players. E1C270, E1C270. All right, both players have signaled ready. They are both on the correct pieces. Let's get them started. Game number 4, Miles looking to win and force a deciding game number 5. Jacobo wants to wrap it up right now in 3-2-1 Tetris. Starting off with the old LJZ. All right, Jacobo Tetrising, Miles Tetrising. So Jacobo, in his DAS Masters debut, has won his first round 1 match and is now just 1 win away from going to the top 16. Miles, of course, would love to deny him the opportunity. Typical Miles. 46,000 for him, 69,000 for Jacobo. Kind of a crenellated board, as serious producer would have said back in the day. So Jacobo having to take some burns here. Long bar over Tetris for Miles, 73,000. Oh, Jacobo kind of overshifts, tried to pull it back and then re-overshifted that long bar. That's going to slow Jacobo down a little bit. He's now got like 6, 8 rows of garbage over that right side well, and is just kind of piling S's over there. Now is to bring this down. This is going to allow Miles. Oh no, and that Z piece, I think he was trying to burn, kind of a flat burn over there. That Z piece did not land well either. Miles sets up a long bar in column 9 to get Tetris ready. Gets the Tetris, 123. Jacobo has recovered and gets a Tetris. The big sigh of relief from Jacobo. Miles now up 42,000 points, ahead by a couple of lines. All right, long bar. Tetris, Jacobo, 135, 171 Miles. Miles gets Tetris ready again. Gets the bar, gets the Tetris. Right now, lines are pretty close. And Miles is up by 35,000 points. That's about 2.5 Tetris's worth of points when the lines are tied. I'm waiting for that one person to win both DAS Masters and, you know, regular Masters in the same month. Now that we've got 2 major tournaments, that possibility exists. Of course, Andy, who is won basically every DAS Masters but one. Not really rolling nowadays, so he's out of contention for that. Nice adjustment there for Miles to make room for the incoming long bar. Set up that dependency because he knew the bar was coming. So there are a handful of players that would be in contention to do that. Miles will be one of them. Dog will be one of them. Meme. Fractal. Now Fractal back in Masters. At least this month anyway. $300 for Miles, $267 for Jacobo. There's a Tetris. Miles, $323. Scooty, of course. Scooty not playing this month, but in any given month, of course, Scooty is a contender, certainly in the Masters side, having been in the finals of the Masters event 8 months in a row, going on a Corian-like streak. Tetris Miles 348, Tetris Jacobo 299, so about a 50,000 point lead for Miles. Tetris Jacobo 348, 397 for Miles. There's a Tetris. So in about 40 minutes, another couple of matches will begin. Faster Masters. We will be, this match finishes, you know, well in advance of that. We will be taking the break and going offline for that break. All right, Miles here, kind of getting a little bit high in the middle, so having to take some burns down the right side, but has the burns available. Waits for the bar, gets it, 468 for him. Jacobo's board getting a little bit high as well. You know, not high, but, you know, medium height, whatever. But finds a bar for the Tetris. Is it Jacobo or Jacob O? Well, I would say if someone wants to be called Jacob O, then you would put the O in capital letters, right? So to me, it's one word. And I'm sure it's probably Jacob O or Jacob and then, you know, with an O at the end for fun. 516 for Miles into 19. There's a Tetris 546. And 452 for Jacobo into level 19. Speed is increased. Miles ahead by 70,000 points. There's a Tetris Miles, 575. Jacobo taking that triple down the right side just for safety. The board wasn't looking too great on the left, so decided to bring the stack down for safety. Tetris Jacobo, 517, 603 for Miles. Sets up, long bar, column 10, gets it, 630, now up over 100,000 points. Miles, another long bar for the Tetris 657. Jacobo still trying to establish that well. Does get to Tetris 549. All right, Miles uncovers the well. All right, covers here just in time for a couple of bars to come, as you do. Opens well just in time for another bar. 692 for Miles. 564 Jacobo. Level 23, same line count. Miles up by about, what, 125,000 points. Tetris is here worth almost 30,000 points. Jacobo with a covered column 10, and he's not going to be able to do anything. Jacobo going to top out 571, and Miles is good in game number 4. Miles, you are good. You want to mullen it out a little bit? That's fine. We got a little bit of time. Miles, he prefers doing it his own way. Miles is mullening here. Of course, if you're new, mullening in the classic Tetris world is playing for a personal achievement past the time when you've already won a match. Depending on the circumstances, it can be a faux pas, but it can also be fine. It's very complicated, you know, social kind of mechanics around the mullen, when you can do it, when you shouldn't do it. Miles going for the max out, though. Play for stats, always going to... That L piece to the left. Going to slow him down, whatever he was trying to do with this mullen. But Miles prefers doing things his own way. All right, setting up for that column 10. Going to need 2 Tetrises here. Nope, that triple is going to take him out of... Well, maybe it will. Maybe he can get it still. He's setting up. He needs a bar, and the bar just not coming. Oh, the bar comes, and he quick taps it over there. Barely ekes out the max out. Barely ekes out the max out. All right. GG's Miles. Allowable mullen, right? Allowable. We'll allow it. All right, players, it is time for game number 5. It's mullen's a little bit of a stretch, 50 lines. You know, 50 line mullen. A little bit of a stretch, but that's all right. We got time. He needed TikTok content. Well, we need TikTok to exist, right? All right, so both players are ready. There is the seed checker. Oh, and God, don't let me forget that it's a decider, right? There is your decider right there. Players very thirsty here, so let's give them both a little sip. There's Miles. There's some for Jacobo. Okay, very thirsty. Let's get that decider here on the screen. And let's get them both started here in game number 5. The winner moves to the round of 16. Miles and Jacobo, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, long bar Tetris for Miles. There's one for Jacobo. The winner of this course goes on to the top 16 bracket. I always forget to report the first one. That was so Jacobo won 3 to, was it another 3 to 1? I think it was 3 to 1, right? It had to be. Everything's 3 to 1. Jacobo versus Rojac. Somebody remembers. $94,000 for Miles, 93 for Jacobo early on. Game number 5. Nobody remembers. You remember nothing. All right, 3 to 1. Okay. That's what I thought. We'll report that. And this one will be a decider. All right, Miles uncovers that right side, can establish a well again. Jacobo getting set up. Zoltan rooting for Miles. Zoltan over on YouTube chat, of course. Everybody knows Zoltan. The no rotation, the king of no-row. It is weird that there's now a thing called a no-row virus. Which does sound like it should be a Dr. Mario event, but like a Dr. Mario should be called no-row virus, but 197 Jacobo, 178 for Miles here in game number 5. What is the Zoltan? What is the current world record for no rotation Tetris? That's marked in lines cleared. $225 for Miles, $224 for Jacobo after a Tetris. They are basically tied in score and lines. Here's a skimming a Tetris for Miles, 251. Jacobo setting up for the dirty, gets it there in column 5, 2 rows off the bottom. $72 for humans, $103 for AI is the record for no row. Tetris for both, $296 for Miles, $275 for Jacobo. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Van Dweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly. And I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. 321 here for Miles, 322 for Jacobo. You know, no rotation Tetris makes a lot more sense to me if you look at the right side of the board as being the bottom of the board, and then you have this unlimited place to drop it from. Like if you put it on its side horizontally with the right side of the board as the bottom, then no rotation makes a lot of sense to me. But until I started looking at it that way, I was like, what? I couldn't understand what people were doing or why. 393 for Jacobo, 414 for Miles. Miles has a little bit of a lead here and a better board. Jacobo now with a little bit of down stacking to do. The left side is pretty high though, so it's going to be tough for Jacobo to stash unwanted pieces on that left. Miles with a Tetris, 442. Jacobo going to take that dirty triple just to bring this stack back down. The 19 transition is looming. There's a Tetris Jacobo. What is my PB for no row? I don't even know. I'll have to do it one of these days. It's like, I think it's in like the, I think it's in the, I think it's only in the 20s. It's not high. I don't know. Maybe it's, I don't know. I don't remember the last time I did it. It's got to be years. 492 for Miles, 459 for Jacobo. Tetris Jacobo, 482 for, you mean in no row or just regular? I mean, you must mean in no row, Zoltan. All right, Miles is into 19 at 497, gets a Tetris 521. Jacobo is in at like 480, I don't know, 490 something, 507 after a Tetris. So it's pretty darn close, about 2/3 of a Tetris worth of points separating these two players. Miles here into level 20, 549, 513. We got 90 lines to go until that 29 speed increase, which in open tournaments, well, it used to be called the kill screen, but in DAS tournaments still is called The kill screen, I would say. Although it has been breached by Andy. I think he's got, what, 45 or something lines into kill screen with Das, which is crazy. All right, Jacobo with a skimming at Tetris, 597, 610 for MYLES. There's a Tetris MYLES, 637. There's a Tetris MYLES, 667, 605 for Jacobo. All right, MYLES here, having to dump pieces over to the right side of the board. Just trying to take the burns on the chin here. 663 for Jacobo. It is still close. 13,000 points separating these two players. All of a sudden, a little bit of a slowdown for MYLES, going to cost him a chunk of his lead. All right, MYLES trying to find a bar. Takes a good couple of safety burns here. Trying to wait out this drought, not overcommit. Long bar gets over for MYLES, 713. There's a skim and a Tetris for Jacobo, 707. Still close, one line apart. About 9,000 points apart. MYLES still with the lead. Tetris MYLES, 752. Jacobo, Tetris, 743. We're now just about 30 lines away from that 29 kill screen here in this decider. And this is what you want in a decider. Going to the end close. 789 for MYLES. 777 for Jacobo. Jacobo gets set up with a flat long bar placement. MYLES has to take a couple of burns here. Jacobo covers it well. Long bar, Tetris MYLES, 826. Jacobo trying to find a well-timed bar, gets one, 815. 18 lines away from 29. Tetris from MYLES, 859. Tetris Jacobo, 848. Jacobo has a gap in the stack that's going to force him to burn a couple of lines. Could that be the difference? I don't know. He's going to set up. No, he's going to take that triple. So now Jacobo back by 34,000 points. That's about a Tetris. That's a Tetris on these levels. There's a Tetris from MYLES, 929. Every Tetris matters here. Jacobo's board breaking down, and he is going to top out here at 861. And MYLES will be moving on to the top 16 of Classic Tetris Monthly Das Masters for February 2025. MYLES approves. Jacobo, I'm sure, does not approve, but Jacobo did a great job. Wonderful debut here in CTM Das Masters. Really excited to see what he can do in subsequent months. Hope to have you back here, buddy. You did great. MYLES would be the one that is moving on, though. So let's go ahead and report this as a match here. Where did my thing go? There it is. Crafty Kim is here in the chat. Welcome, Kim. Good to see her here. All right, we got to report this MYLES. We must reporting this to the proper authorities. MYLES 3, Jacobo 2. We'll give you a look at where the bracket is, and then we got 24 minutes till the next stream. And I am going to actually, cut stream and come back later, but not before we show you the bracket. So here's orange. This is what we just did. Refresh. We are good. So MYLES will be taking on Tristop in that 8-9 match in the orange bracket. And overall, look at the top 16 just to give you a sense of where we are. Oh, we got to refresh that too. Come on now. So we've determined five of our 8 unknown top 16 players. Our blue bracket totally filled out. Dog, Fractal, Wallband, Nenu. That's going to be a banger. And the orange bracket, Tristop and MYLES. Pixelandy waiting an opponent. Robin's awaiting an opponent over there in the green, but we've got Chiller and Alex T. And in the red bracket, we're going to have Bendy and Vance and Scotto waiting on an opponent as well. Okay, in about 20-something minutes, we're going to play Faster Masters. And we will be back because MYLES is not done. MYLES, you got to stick around because MYLES is playing in the Faster Masters bracket as well. He'll be playing the winner of Andre versus Cobra in about 22 minutes. Just thanks very quickly to our patrons, sticker and double sticker club level member, community level members as well. At the Mega Masters level, Scott Gray, K9, Tacky, Masters, Corporal, Shall Be, Bracket Sponsor, Troy Dan, Kim M, Jay in the Window, Rogue Potato, and Cat Kit 91. We have a couple more people over the last 48 hours who've signed up, so we want to thank you. We'll add you to the list soon. I'll do it during the Super Bowl today. Anyway, all right, we're going to stop stream. We'll be back in 20 minutes. YouTube, you are dismissed. See you in 20. Twitch, we're going to raid you off to some benevolent